Good evening, students. Today we are going to see about the harvesting of crops. What do you mean by harvesting of crops? It is nothing but the process of cutting and gathering the matured crops. It is called harvesting of crops. Once the plants are getting matured, it is ready for harvesting. Means we can go for cutting and gathering and preparing the matured crops for the processing purpose. Clear? In this harvesting process, we are going to see in two methods how the harvesting process can be done. This harvesting can be done in two methods. One is manual harvesting and another one is mechanical harvesting. And third one, if you see, machine harvesting. So manual, so three types are there. Okay. So in this harvesting process, this is of three types. One is manual, and one is manual harvesting, next one mechanical harvesting. And third one, if you see, machine harvesting. Okay. So what do you mean by manual? Means here we need manpower for the cutting and gathering of crops. Okay, so manpower is needed here. So some people are needed for harvesting, and here they will be using some of the tools. So here manpower is needed, and they will be using some of the tools for cutting and gathering the mature crops. And machine method, if you see, in our country generally it is done by the employing the laborers with the help of farming instruments like sickle. Here if you see sickle, it is nothing but it is also one of the tools which are used for harvesting the crops. So it huge numbers are being used. Okay, moreover many people are being used, like mechanically they will start cutting over, and they will not see whether it is matured or it is immature or it is needed, or they will not see anything. So like mechanically they will start harvesting the crops. So here manpower is used, and many tools are being used, and so many people are being used here. And next, if you see machine harvesting, so machine harvesting are nothing but here machines are used. For example, here they will be using the tractor plus harvester machine setups will be there, that will be connected with the tractor. So harvester will be used. So this harvester will be connected to the tractor at the back side, and it will start cutting over, and one side the paddy will be collected at another side, and the waste haze or straw will be collected at one side. So what is the advantage? Means here it takes more time, here minimum time, and here if you see required very less time, and manpower it is not being used here much. So that's the advantage here. Timing will be consumed very less. Clear, children? We are going to see about the storage process. How the storage will be done. So before that, you should know about the threshing. What do you mean by threshing? Separation of grains from the chaff. From the chaff, it is called as threshing. So in the olden days, if you see, the people will be just having the bundle of harvested crops, and they will start beating that harvested plant on this hard surface. So that helps the grains to separate and the waste plants to be separated. So that is called as threshing. And it is not very easy for storing the harvested plants or harvested products. Okay, always we have to make it sure that the storage should be free from pest, and it should be free from the moisture content, it should be free from the microorganisms, and usually it will be stored in the gunny bags. Chemical vapor will be sprayed, and fumigations are nothing but some chemical vapors are being spread to minimize the growth of pests and insects. So here this fumigation is a chemical actually. a chemical vapor. So this will stop the growth of pests as well as insects. Clear, children? So the storage process, if you see, it will be stored in different methods. One, if you see, mud bin. What do you mean by mud bin? Actually, in the olden days, if you see, in the house itself, they will be constructed with the mud and clay soil. With a little bit, it will be bigger in size, where they will start dumping all the grains, whatever they have harvested. And at below, if you see, a small opening will be there, which you can close it also. So the mud bin and the top, they will start putting over the grains or paddy, whatever it may be. It will be stored, and slowly they will start opening at the bottom region, and they will start collecting or taking the grains, whatever they want. And next, if you see, godowns are nothing but it's a large area where all the grains are being stored with the safety manner. Okay, whenever the seasonal times also, it will be available. Non-seasonal time also it will be available, because they will be storing all the grains in the godowns. And next one, if you see, silo is nothing but like it is like a chamber or a huge constructed equipments which is made up of metals, where the grains are being stored here. And this will be more protective than the remaining thing, because here the moisture content or something problem will be there, but in silo it will not be that much difficult, won't be there. And next, if you see, jute bag. So usually the paddy will be stored in the jute bag, which will help the jute. If you see, it will be of very thick. Okay, for example, if you just go to the ration shop, all the sugar or grains, whatever they are providing, it will be stored in the jute bag only. Okay, or gunny bag we can say. So it will be stored, which will not allow any of the particles, insects or worms or even any of the microorganisms, they will not allow. Okay, so it is very safe to keep the or to store the grains in the jute bags. Clear? So these are all the different methods how we can store or process the materials. Clear? Now we are going to write the questions. Explain in detail about the harvesting and its types. So all the different types you are going to explain, and write a note on the storage and its process. Storage process you are going to explain in detail. Thank you, children.